I'm still City Storm. Welcome to the video. If you're just now finding the channel, I've been documenting Gary, Indiana for about 7.5 years. Have so many videos. If there's anything you want to see, I'm pretty sure I've covered it. However, this is a driving video, and I'm solo today. The Queen is not with me, so on that note, I'm going to go document the Tri-City Plaza downtown, and I think it's on 5th, maybe 4th, I'm not sure. I think it's 5th. But anyway, I'm here in Lake Station. I figured this would be a good time for us to have a little powwow. I'm going to talk a little bit and just kind of enjoy the drive. I'm going to turn the camera around here and put you on the dash, and we're going to go for a ride from, I'm on 37th, which is Ridge Road, in Lake Station, 37th and Liverpool Road. I'm parked in front of the New China restaurant. It's been here forever, so if you're from the region, you'll know the starting point. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna put you up here. We'll go for a ride, so buckle up, get in. The Queen's not here today. Big shout out to her. We usually do the driving videos together, but I'm gonna be going downtown Gary, and it's a cold day. It's December 2nd, and as you can see, I'm bundled up, so without further ado, I'll be talking some more, but I'm gonna put you up there. Let's go see Tri-City Plaza from Lake Station. I'll probably take Liverpool. I'm gonna take Liverpool all the way to Broadway, then we'll take Broadway down to 4th, then we'll cut, and then we'll come back to Tri-City Plaza. No, it's on 4th, yeah. So anyway, here we go. If you're not subscribed, come on. Haven't I worked hard enough for your subscription? I mean, it really means everything to me. Show me that you care, support the channel. It's an easy way. Don't cost you a thing. Just hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we're all good to go. Speaking of that, buckle up. Let's go. All right, here we go on our ride. Here's Liverpool Road. We'll be taking that to 35th and then shooting over to Broadway. And if you want to see the Tri-City Plaza, I plan on going out there and filming it, but I'm not going to get out of the van. I'm just going to just drive by. That'll be a separate video, and it should be released right after this one. I mean, you know, it's a 2-for-1. I might as well take you guys along for the ride. If you're new to the channel, like I said before, and you've only seen a couple of my videos, I believe the count is up to like 3,000 videos now. It's a lot of videos. There was years where all we did was just get out, and I was so addicted to the urban exploring before all these other young kids got out there and started ruining it, you know, busting everything up, and they put it on social media, then all the other kids see it, and they go out there and start spray painting it and all that. Yeah, but at least we had like 3 good years in there where we pretty much just drove around, looked around Gary, and there's so much to see. I was born and raised in Gary. I'm just going to talk, you know, because I actually, you know, want you guys to understand where my heart is and where my head is as far as doing these videos in the channel. I love doing it. It's a great hobby to get out, and an excuse to go out for a ride. I don't do a whole lot I haven't been doing a whole lot of urban exploring lately. I've been trying to cover other spots too, you know. I don't want to just put abandoned buildings on there all the time, so I try to church it up and sweeten it up a little bit for you, you know. Put on some, you know, some nice drives and some nice little park visits that me and the Lady Storm go to, and, you know, I don't want to all be just depressing or bummed out stuff. And to me, it's not. It's fascinating. I think it's fascinating as somebody who grew up in Gary, and a lot of people who watch the channels, I get comments all the time. I average probably about, I don't know, it depends on a good video, but 8 to 20 comments in a day on some of the videos, and I try to keep up with it. That's why sometimes if I don't get right back to you, I like to take my time. You know, when I go home and everything's over and done, and I feel like sitting back and, you know, chilling out, then I get on there. This way I can take my time and actually read what people are saying. And by just the input of, you know, the memories people have, you know, I've said it before, and it's the only way I know how to describe it. It's like, it's fascinating to see a place that was once so grand and beautiful to be just kind of left to just fall apart. And they're rebuilding Gary now, but all these old schools and all that, with all the asbestos in it and the water damage, and it just makes more sense to tear them down or refurbish them for something else, you know. And over the years, the last almost 8 years, 7.5 years, by the way, right here's where they sent a lot of people that was at Roosevelt High School. If you don't know, Roosevelt sustained a lot of the water damage, and it's got a lot of stuff that he's done, so they just kind of transferred everybody over to the Gary Career Center, which is what we just passed on the right. And it's sad, you know, but, you know, when you sit back and look at the big picture, it's not really on the people who are running Gary. It's really not. It is what it is. Those buildings are old, they're brick, and they're well made. They're very well made. But they have asbestos in it. You know, those ceiling tiles and the floors, and, you know, that's basically why they don't go in there and refurbish a lot of these. In all the schools in Gary, 29, I believe I'm right, it was 29, there's only 2 that's left open. I get people ask me about that all the time too. And the 2 that are open is West Side and Bailey's, which is right up the street from here, and they're junior high. And everybody else is pretty much shipped to, they ship them to these charter schools and stuff now. Here's Franklin. I grew up down here. For those who don't know, I grew up on 35th and Connecticut up here, and Pennsylvania, and Delaware Street. We lived all, this is my old neighborhood right here. I went from kindergarten to 5th grade here. There used to be a white building over here on the other side. Just past this building right here. Looks terrible, doesn't it? Right there in that big empty spot, there used to be a white building there, and that's where I went to 5th grade at. But they tore that down a long time ago. And this is my old neighborhood here. I love Gary, Indiana. All my memories are here. You know, my childhood here is here. And Gary has always been tough. But you know what? There's something about growing up in Gary. If you can avoid the crime and the drugs and the drinking, you learn how to maneuver your way around and deal with people. Like back when I was coming up, we used to live right here in that house right there on the right that we just passed. You learn how to maneuver your way around, and it's good for you. You know, I've had my butt kicked a couple times thinking I was tough, and it helped me in life. You know, I mean, sometimes it's like a spanking or paddling. You know, all these kids running rampant now. I can't believe that they're not getting swats in school. I know they all think they're too big or this and that, but you got to counteract these kids. You can't let these kids call the shots. That's for sure. All right, we're hitting, this is Broadway here. And when I was growing up there, Indiana University is just one little building there. All the rest of that we used to play football and stuff on. Or we would cut across from there and go to Gilroy Stadium. But yeah, I mean, not to get off subject, I know I'm just kind of going back and forth to different things. It's just the kid thing. I was just seeing something today about all these kids doing armed robberies, and none of them are in school, and now it's getting to where they're younger and younger, and they're running around with these guns, just throwing their lives away. They're kids. They're just kids. And to see how these kids act, it's got to be it's the environment. You know, it's what they're listening to, it's what they're watching, it's what they're interested in. Like those stupid takeovers on the streets, those street takeovers, if you've noticed, like I have, it's getting worse and worse every time they go out. Now they're hitting each other and wrecking cars and hitting innocent people and spitting on the cops. And you got to get a handle on these kids. And the way you do that is the way when we were raised out here in Gary, you got your butt whipped. And if you were that bad, then you went to juvie. And juvie, you know, wasn't just no plaything back then. Back then they made you actually do community service. And if you didn't like that, then you went to jail. These guys now, it's like jail. Jail's not even a big threat to them, it seems like. I mean, it must be rough being in that mindset where you just don't care about going to jail. But back to these young kids, they need discipline. So I'll tell you what, no matter how tough you are, you don't want to get swatted in school and everybody laugh at you. It's embarrassing. So you don't do it again. These kids just do whatever they want now. Sitting playing on phones and cussing and smoking and whatever they want to do, they just do it. Street takeovers, you know, that's crazy. That is crazy. But anyway, that's just kind of one of the things that I remember growing up in Gary. You know, if you did something wrong, you got in trouble for it. You know, you got punished. These kids now, man, social media is their mom and daddy. And that right there, boy, that's not good. That's not good at all. Let's just take a right down Broadway. I'm gonna feel like a tour guide. You just now passed 25th Avenue. And if you go right here, make a left, you can go to the old Jackson house on Jackson Street. To the right, we have a gas station. Been robbed more times than I know to even give it a number. Just got robbed not that long ago. The old whore hotel, the drug addict hotel, the budget hotel. To the left, the old social club. We did used to be a movie theater before that. We did a video on that. Check that one out. Social club, Broadway. I'm like a tour guide now. Yeah, one point in time, I mean, seven and a half years ago, everything out here was just, it was wild. And then if you hang a right there, that's where the old Gary Auto Parts was. They had the old fake cars in there, and a bunch of kids seen it on social media, so they had to go out there and burn it, destroy it, and spray paint on it. To the left, this church right here, the Metropolitan Baptist Church. We did that one. That one's pretty wild inside there. To the right, that's an old library that is not deserted or anything. It's just, I've never seen it open. To the left, Lavelle's, the old Gary Bank and all that. And right across the street right there, used to be VJ Records, where that empty lot is. Yeah, it's a cold day out today. I figured it would be a nice time to do a little ride out here, and I was gonna go do Tri-City Plaza anyway. I'll probably do it one more time after this, but this would be the last goodbye to the once beautiful Tri-City Plaza. And maybe, I don't know, down the line, it's a good spot to go check out, actually, if you're out urban exploring. I was taking a couple of the guys have been asking me to go out, a couple of newer guys. Well, one of them is J-Snap, but another guy that I worked with has been begging me to take him out for years now, and I figured that Tri-City Plaza would be one that we would get out and walk around maybe in the spring. But right now I wanted to document before it gets too cold. That's kind of way on the other side of town, on the far west side of town. So yeah, and there it is, the old Palace Theater, and to the left over here behind this building is where shot a lot of scenes off the original gangster movie that was filmed in Gary. And over to the left over here, you see a big fence? Well, those are all buildings that are all torn down. There's a lot of them out there. And right here to the left too. But if you want to see them, I got them. We got them. The old Gary Hotel, the Genesis Towers. bank over here. There's a building, that First United Life right there to the right, that big tall building. There's one I always wanted to get into, but we were never able to access it. But it's obviously shuttered. I mean, you can just walk around and look, all the windows are, you know, messed up and it's falling apart. You look through the door, and over to the immediate left, the Genesis Center. That's terrible that they let that Genesis Center just be picked apart the way it is. It's been sitting there empty for so long now, and you cannot help but to think, why wouldn't you, I don't know, build public housing or something like that, or maybe offices out of it or something? I just got a bad feeling it's going to end up getting demolished. It's already really pretty tore up, but I mean, it could be saved. But I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it's a lot to do with the agenda, you know. You can't really put the blame on everybody. City Hall must be off for another day off on the holiday. Over there, here's the train station. Don't tell me that you wasn't looking sketchy. Like he was mad at somebody. Alright, we're on 4th Avenue. Yeah, it's on 4th then. 4th and 5th are weird because 4th just goes one way. 4th goes west and 5th goes east. It's weird, yeah. What else do I want to say? Talk about the channel for a minute, if you don't mind. I have created playlists. If you don't know what that is, if you go over there on the main page, you look over, it has playlists, a community page, and all that. If you're subscribed, it'll give you notifications of when I drop videos or when I do posts, like special announcements or something like that. I've been really, really wanting to go and start doing live streams, but I have a lot going on right now in my life and in my world that I'm really not in the mindset to do it yet. But I keep saying I'm going to do it. And once I get going, I have a lot of great ideas. It's going to be a lot of fun. I want to do something. I don't want to do anything that other people have done. So I've got a couple ideas, and they're going to be fun. I mean, just like the wristband thing. I hand out wristbands if I see somebody that runs into me every once in a blue moon. But I like putting them out there and making little 1-minute videos and hiding a wristband somewhere. This way people can go out and find them, and a lot of people had a lot of fun with that. That's been something that's been really fun, and nobody else has ever done that. I'm not bragging about it. I'm just making, trying to make a statement here of I like to do things, and I want everything I do to be pretty much original. The urban exploring, that thing, it was original until a lot of people got in the game. Now, these kids are they're reckless. They getting into places with the, obviously, they don't care as long as they can get in it, and that gives everybody a bad reputation, and that's why I kind of moved myself away from calling myself an urban explorer, which I was, and I am still, I guess, but more of a documentarian. I grew up in Gary. Gary's fascinating. That's why so many people come out here and do videos on Gary. You're not going to find a whole lot of people that do the video content that haven't been out here to Gary for something or another. The Jackson 5, Michael Jackson, and Demon House, the buildings, the decay. Gary has a big story, and I I see Gary making a comeback, but it's going to be in the trucking industry. It's not going to be, you know, the little mom and pop shops and all the stuff that we remember. You know, the little Eagle grocery stores and, you know, Zayres and, you know, Kmart's not even Kmart anymore. Now it's Big K and Super Kmart and all that stuff. But yeah, it is what it is, you know. You got to roll with the changes. There's a lot of things out here. It seems like a lot of people just walked away and just let it go. And, you know, then once it gets so bad, here's a Skyliner Hotel to the left over there. See, they're repurposing that. The building's still there, but they're using it for stuff, you know. That's good to see. When you start seeing things just sitting there and just falling apart little by little by little, to the right there, we just passed up, that's Gary, Indiana's scariest trailer park. I'd do another video, but there's so much trash in the street, I'm not going through there again. And plus, that's too sketchy over there. There you go. You want to get some real urban exploring, or you want a scary spot? Go right there to that liquor store and go behind there. There's a trailer park back there. I did a video on it, and trust me, I'm telling you, it's dangerous. It's like anybody can pop out there. You have nowhere to turn around. There's garbage all over. It's easy to get set up in places like that. Yeah, it's just anybody can jump out there, and they got nothing to lose. You know, let's face it. They're waiting for somebody to drive through there to rob them or do whatever. You got nothing to lose. You got nothing to lose. You know what? It's on 5th, isn't it? I should have turned on 5th. Yep. Alright, well, sorry about that. Let's just turn around up here at the airport. I'm just talking and enjoying the ride. Well, alright, you got to the airport. We'll throw the airport in as a bonus. They're doing a lot of stuff out here at the airport too, which is that's nice to see, you know. Just gonna turn around in here. There you go, a little extra bonus here. Yeah, Gary's doing big things. They got things happening. That's good to see. There it is. Look at that. A little extra bonus. Little bonus miles and footage. On track. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm thinking it's on 40 minutes. Like, wait a minute, no, I'm going too far. 5th is weird because if you go, all right, let me say this right. If you're going west on 4th, which we just did, 5th goes east, but it's only halfway that it does that. The other half, which we're going to go, you can turn and actually go west. How's that for a little mind boggler? That's why I got confused on it, actually. I was thinking it's right over by the Skyliner and all that. Yeah, you cannot go west on 5th Avenue off of Broadway. It only goes east, which goes straight into like the Miller section and all that. Tri-City Plaza is. It's over in this neighborhood over here. There's this old sign. Look at it right here on the right. Slow down a little bit so you see it. That's an old store sign. I forgot which one it was, but look at how old that thing is. Alright, yeah. In order to get Tri-City Plaza, we just turn up this way. Yeah, that trailer park over there behind that liquor store, it's got the Pepsi machines behind bars. It looks, if you've seen that video, you know what I'm talking about. Royal Liquors. I'll tell you what, they just own everything, but I've seen liquor stores tear up more communities than anything else. I'm just throwing that out there. I've been around those liquor stores. They devastate the community. You know, and people, when they're down now, people don't want to be sad. They drink to feel better. I get that. But those liquor stores will tear up a community. They do. They really do. Now see, we can go west and we're on 5th Avenue. And Tri-City Plaza is right down the street here. Tri-City bowling lanes. It's in the Brunswick district over here. Yeah, there's Tri-City Plaza coming right here. So, I hope you enjoyed your little ride, our little ride. I have. And, yeah, I got a lot more of these coming up. So be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see what this looks like up close. That's what I'm going to go film right now. Watch for the video coming soon. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you here. And hope you enjoyed the ride.